Hello and welcome, I'm Raziel, and so today, actually came out 2 days ago, but I kind of delayed this video because reasons. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about Warpath. Now, Warpath is the universe Firefight is set in. Now, Mantic have done it this way. Basically, you have this big universe called Warpath, and Firefight and Dead Zone are part of that universe. So, well, I usually say the Firefight universe, it's actually the Warpath universe. But what they are doing and what is coming out in the next couple of weeks, and coming out on the, let's see if we've got a date here. It's September, I believe it's the 28th. Let's just double check that one. 29th. It's going to be shipped on the 29th. Is Warpath. The epic Warpath, that is, which is the 10mm scale game. And I've got to say, like, I'm not a fan of 10mm scale. I just can't. As much as I don't like painting, 10mm scale I hate even more. The games are fun. They released the beta. They actually did an open beta with the rules, and it was an absolute blast to play. And I think more companies should do that, to be honest with you, when they're going to announce a new game. Release some beta rules and let people play it, and feedback and everything else to play it. You know, make the game better. So that's what they did, and this is the final product. Well, it's been out on Kickstarter for a while, and I gotta say, it looks impressive. Just the standard box. Well, you can get the Epic Warpath Extra Large Starter Bundle for £310, but it's on sale at £275. You know, you get a lot. You do a lot. As in, you get the 2-player starter set, a novel, 2 terrain sets, and super heavy Colossus, a super heavy Drakon as well. So, anyway, sorry about that. So you do get quite a bit, but it does seem, I don't know, like, I'm not a fan of terrain. I always like building my own terrain, and I have plenty of terrain left from Armored Clash, which I'll probably use anyway because it fits. Yeah. But I'm not going to complain about the terrain because of anything. I've got to say, as I said, this is actually pretty good. Pre-orders are up now, you know, a month prior to release, you know, on like a week. And yeah, it's a pretty decent sized box. Now, the main box, the starter set, is the one we're talking about, includes Enforcer and Plague. Now, the Enforcer are basically the Space Marines of Warpath, and the Plague is, I was going to say like Nurgle, but unlike Nurgle, it's not some magical warp entity. It's people messing around with science, which gives it a decent twist. And one of the reasons I think Mantic's Warpath universe is far more scarier than the actual 40k universe. People messing around with science and actually doing things they know are wrong, and rather than being manipulated by some god to do what they want. I always think that's far more terrifying. And also, given the corporations are in control, it's like Cyberpunk, but galaxy-wide is the best way I can put that one. It's like Cyberpunk, but galaxy-wide. Corporations are completely in control, and they dominate everything. And the Enforcers work for the corporations. So, what do you get in the box? You get 6 Enforcer frames, 6 Plague frames, 13 bags of EWP bases, 3 frame 25mm round bases, rulebook, punchboard, command dice, target and dice set. 2 assembly guides, 1 bag of 12d8, and it does look like you actually get the rulebook in it as well. This is cool. I like that. That's really cool. And just the amount of models you get, it just strips everything away. It's £110, so I'll tell you the price now. It's £110. But the amount of models you get 190 plastic Enforcer models, 250 plastic Plague models. Wow, that's insane. That is just something else. And because of its size, I can't really show you, but the detail on what they've showed me before is absolutely incredible. These are fantastic looking minis. They really are. I'm saying it now, Mantic is on par at Games Workshop at the bare minimum with their new products, okay? With the new ones. The older stuff, not so much, but stuff they're releasing now is definitely on par with Games Workshop. I even say that they're using the same plastic, but people go, no, they don't. And yeah, they just mold it different. They don't do the hollow. They make it a solid mold, which is a lot better in my opinion for the big stuff because it makes it hold. It actually holds better. So yeah, you get tanks, jet bikes, monsters, walkers. There is so much in this box. I think it's fantastic. I honestly, because I'm not a fan of 10mm, I probably won't buy it. So you probably won't get a review. I did get Armoured Clash, and I do enjoy playing Armoured Clash, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't like painting 10mm scale. And after building it, I tend to want to start painting it, and it just annoys me. But that's just my perspective, just my opinion on the size. It's nothing to do with the game, just the size. And the book is called the Frovox Enigma. It's an anthology of stories from the Warpath universe, edited by Brandon Rossbond. Don't know that name, so can't make any comment. But like I said, the box looks amazing, and honestly, I'm going to buy the book. I'm definitely going to get the book. That's definite from me. I'm buying the book. All right? I'm going to buy the book. But the box itself, I don't know. I know there's other... They actually have revealed the other models that are coming. We are getting Veermen. We are getting Forge Fathers. We are getting so much coming. We've seen the models already. That's all been announced of what's coming. And I've got to say, it looks like Warpath and Armoured Clash are going to dominate the 10mm market. Games Workshop keep trying to push that, epic version, Legionis Imperialis. But honestly, just the amount of choice you get from every other company, you get from Mantic and you get from War Cradle, they're just going to dominate this size. I'll be shocked if I see anyone playing anything by Warhammer or Games Workshop at this size, because yeah, they are just going to absolutely dominate. Absolutely fantastic. I am really, really happy about this. Like I said, I might not get it because my own personal preference on the size and nothing else. It really isn't anything else. It's just my preference, okay? I like Firefight. Firefight's a fantastic game. But like I said, my preference is not for this size. And so, yeah, I don't think I'll get it. But I am definitely tempted to look more into the lore and the universe because the models look good. I might get some of the big models just to paint or convert into something for Wild West Exodus or into Firefight for funsies, But yeah, I think this is definitely worth getting. And I really think it looks cool. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all again soon. Have a lovely day. And I'll catch you in the next one. And if you wish to save money on your wargaming, and if you want to get Firefight cheap, go look at Wayland Games down below. Up to 20% off, and free delivery after £20. Which means you can get Firefight for, I think it's like 80 quid, and you can get some really nice boxes. The Forge Father Veerman one's my favourite, by the way. You get tanks and bikes and termites. It's not bikes. I don't know. There's something the Veermen use. They're like big wheels. Anyway, you get all that stuff. So yeah. Then you have my merchandise as well. Let's go look at that. And have a look at that. Stickers, t-shirts, and all the other cool stuff. There's also Forbidden Planet for videos, DVDs, mangas, all the cool stuff. Skyforge, don't get Skyforge, good friend of mine. And finally, Patreon business. Bye-bye.